Welcome back to the False Prophet channel. This is Brother Jacob, and this is the False Prophet channel where we get Islam busted and the Prophet of Islam busted on a regular basis. In today's show, we will be exposing one of Kenny Bomer's henchmen in the game of lying and spreading deception around the world about this wicked, evil, corrupt dictatorship that's called Islam that requires people to be murdered, where they are actually rewarded for murdering people, for killing people. In their hadith, it says that there is a reward for the killers of those who leave Islam. So in today's broadcast, like we always do, we will be exposing another point that will get their prophet busted even more. And also on this today's show, we will be rehatching something from a earlier video because we gotta continue to hammer the nail to get these Muslims busted. So without further ado, we're gonna show you how Muhammad admitted that he was possessed by Satan. We're going to show you how Muslims, they don't like to quote things like this. See, these are the type of things that Muslims would rather keep under the rug. And they only say something about it when you bring it up. But if you don't bring it up and address it, they won't say anything about it. They'll pretend like it doesn't even exist. So let's get right into it. And again, I was brought upon the Kenny Bomer show, and they brought me into the panel, and we're going to start the video at the point where I begin to speak, and let's go.
Go ahead.
All right.
Devin.
Well, I'll say quietly, and I want to say three things without being interrupted, okay? Just three things. The first thing I want to say is to Kareem about the video that I did about when you said the word was whisper when it really was command, and I showed various examples of that
I
same
didn't say
word.
that, brother. I said
I didn't interrupt you.
the
I didn't
word
interrupt
is ya'mur, and you would think in English that it has the context of command, whereas though we're talking about an invisible being speaking to a person, therefore.
Now, let me stop right here. What I'm bringing up to him right now, I told him that I had 3 points to make. I brought up a point from a previous show that I was on, and I got him busted lying. You can go see that video. It's the one where it says Kenny Bomer co-host Kareem caught lying. You can go watch that video and you will see where he just lied in this video, because the hadith that's in mention is the one when Muhammad said that there is a jinn attached to every one of you, and they asked Muhammad, they said, you too? And he said, yes, but he only commands me for the good. And we're going to show you why this Kareem has to constantly lie. He lied because he said that, as you just seen, he said that he did not say that it didn't say command. So he's absolutely lying. You can go see him lying in the video where it says Kareem is caught lying. So I just had to let you know that so you won't get lost in the sauce.
I use the word that also shows up in the Quran during these contexts, which is yuwaswisu. So it is him commanding, or the word is command, but it's not.
You see, he's trying to deny that the word doesn't mean command, even though the word means command. And I don't know if I'm going to go through that whole process of showing you where this word is used and how it's also used in other hadiths. When the same Arabic word is used, it's referring to command and nothing about whisper. But reluctantly, he is having to say whisper in this hadith, singling out this particular hadith, because he knows he has to say that, because it doesn't look good for him to say that his prophet was being commanded by a wicked shaitan.
In the context that an English speaker who's not familiar with what these words would mean in an Arabic context, and also in the context of the unseen world.
Okay, I got you. I'm not going to even respond to it because I got you. I got what you said.
Now, I told him that I wasn't going to respond to it because the white Caucasian guy you see with the kufi on, his name is Kenny Bomer. Okay, whenever I'm on their show, whenever I start getting them busted, he has an itchy finger, which is quick to hit the mute button whenever yours truly, Brother Jacob, starts to speak up, because he knows the things that I'm saying is irrefutable, and he gets nervous and very panicky. He gets very panicky because he realizes that I'll be dropping him truth bombs and he doesn't want his panel to be exposed. So let's go to the hadith that was in mention that you see this guy was trying to lie about. So let's go to Sunnah.com, and I already have it prepared for you. I didn't think I would have to go back to this, but apparently we do. Now, you can even see in the heading of the chapter where this hadith is found. It even has in the heading of the chapter 16, the mischief of the shaitan and how he sends his troops to tempt people, and with every person there is a Qarin, companion from among the jinn. It even says, the chapter heading even proves what I'm saying. Chapter 16, the mischief of the shaitan and how he sends his troops. If shaitan is one who commits mischief and he sends his troops, which means the other shaitan who work for him, he sends his troops to tempt people. And with every person, there is a Qarin, companion from among the jinn. So even in the heading where the hadith is found, it lets you know that it's talking about a shaitan and the evil and the mischief that he does and his troops that he sends out to tempt people. So it's so easy to get this little lying rat coward Kareem busted, who even said that he was going to snitch if I said anything about Islam, because that's what they do. So now let's read the hadith, and we're not going to keep you long in this video because it doesn't take a long time to get these Muslims busted. Now, let's read what it says. Abdullah b. Masud reported that Allah's messenger said, "There is none amongst you with whom is not an attach from amongst the jinn." And they even have, next to jinn, they have devil. So it's talking about a devil. They, the companions, said, Allah's messenger, with you too? That's what they asked Muhammad when he told them that that there is none of them who doesn't have a jinn, devil, attached to them. And they said, Allah's messenger, with you too? Thereupon he said, yes, but Allah helps me against him, and so I am safe from his hand. So the question to Kareem is, why would Allah have to help Muhammad from the hand, from something that is good and pleasant? Because Kareem was trying to insinuate that this jinn, that this shaitan that was helping, that was commanding Muhammad, was a good jinn. Because his excuse was that there are two categories of jinn. He was trying to say that there are good jinn and there are bad jinn. So if this was a good jinn, then why would Allah have to help protect Muhammad and to keep him safe from the hand of this shaitan? Okay? And it says, and thereupon he said, yes, but Allah helps me against him, and so I am safe from his hand, and he does not command me but for the good. Now, when it says command, as you see, the Kareem, the coward, the liar, he was trying to say that I was taking this command out of context, and from an Arabic context, this command does not mean command like command means in the English. But we're going to show you how he is telling a bald-faced lie, because we're going to highlight the Arabic word that was used, and we're going to pull up other hadiths where the same Arabic word is used, and for each one of them, none of them mean whisper, but all of a sudden, for this hadith, it means whisper some sweet words and not command like it says, which is command. So Kareem is lying, and I'm just doing these videos to let you people know these Muslims are the biggest liars ever. They operate in deceit and deception. Okay? So he is lying when it says command, but for good. I am safe from his hand, and he does not command me, but for good. That means exactly what it says, that he was being commanded, not no whisper. Command means command. Okay? I don't care what language you're using. You're not going to sit up here and fool us to believe that they put the word command, but command does not mean command. That's like me saying, I can say evil, but evil doesn't mean evil. It means something else. I mean, that's just crazy. Like, now let's show you the word that was used. I don't know if the screen is going to be able to pick it up, but we'll just highlight it. So we copied and paste the word that was used for command, and look up in the search bar, and I'm about to paste the exact Arabic word. Now watch this. Watch all of the other hadiths where this same word comes up, and watch. As you see, narrated Aisha, that's the first one. When I was menstruating, the Prophet would order me, okay? Not only does it mean command, in English it means order, command. As you see, it's a command, because right here, instead of, I guess in the Arabic, they don't really have a word for order, but they use that same word command. As you see in the search bar, see underneath each one of these hadiths, they have the Arabic, they have the original hadith in Arabic. As you see, the English is on the top, and then they have the Arabic on the bottom, how it's really written. And when you scroll up, you see that word, the bold black, the Arabic word that's in the search bar. It means command. Okay? It means command. It doesn't mean whisper. It means command. Let's show you another. Let's give you another example. Aisha reported, Allah's messenger, may peace be upon him, commanded me that I should make use of incantation, blah blah blah. Now let's scroll up. Do you see it? That's the same Arabic word that matches with the word in the search bar, and it means command. Aisha did not mean that Allah's messenger whispered that I should make use of incantation. It don't say whispered. It say commanded me. Let's scroll up. He's a liar. He's a liar. Let's show you another example. Abdullah bin Masud reported that Allah's messenger, blah, blah, blah. There is none. And this is the exact one that we, this is the exact one. See, once you put that word in the search bar, it pulls up all of the hadiths where this Arabic word, which means command, is used. So this is the one in question. It even brings this one up, where it says that Allah, that yes, but Allah helps me against him. And so the very one that he was trying to say means whisper, it even comes up as command me. And look right there, bold black. That word means command me. Look, you see, in the same hadith that he was trying to deny and say it means whisper, yes, but Allah helps me against him, and so I am safe from his hand, and he does not command me, but for good. Let's show you another one. Let's give you another example. Narrated Aisha, the Prophet and I used to take a bath from a single pot while we were junub during the menses. He used to order. You see, they got the same word for order too. They use the same Arabic word, which means command me, which shows that it's not about whispering. It's about ordering and commanding someone. So this Kareem is a liar, and he's not special. I'm not just saying he is a liar. All of them are liars. It's not just him. Even his prophet was a liar. As you see, the same Arabic word is used, as you see, in the bold. You see it? Let's show you another example. Abu Rafi said, the apostle did not command me to a line there. You see where it says command me? Now let's show you the Arabic translation, and the same word which is used in the hadith where Muhammad says that this shaitan only commands him but for the good. That same word, and in no other hadith, doesn't mean whisper. But all of a sudden, according to Kareem, in the one that says that Allah, that this shaitan commands him for the good, all of a sudden it means whisper, because he is a liar. He is a liar, and he's following a prophet who taught lies. Because the Bible say that Satan is the father of lies. So how can we expect anyone who worships Satan? Because Allah is Satan. So how can we expect anyone who worships Satan and prays to Satan 5 times a day to do anything other than lie? Now let's go back to the video.
Because if I try to respond, Kenny gonna hit the mute button. So I want to say my second thing to you, Kareem. I'm not gonna even respond to what you just said, because I understand how this channel flows.
If you're gonna say what I'm gonna do, you don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't try to find what I'm gonna do. What I'm not.
Now I
gonna
gotta say something else to you, Kareem. I'm not gonna respond to what you said. You're right, because you're on Kenny Bomer's show, so you are right. You're absolutely 100% right. Now, to something else you said, there is a hadith that says that Muhammad, he was standing out amongst his companions, right? Now, you got to ask yourself, how can a prophet have Satan flowing through him? Because he said, one of you has a shaitan flowing through you like the blood in your body. And they said, and you? They said, and he said, yes, me too. And he said that, but Allah helped me over him. So that means your prophet had a shaitan flowing through his body. But you Muslims say that the book of Deuteronomy is talking about Muhammad, because Muhammad is like Moses. But you can't find anywhere where Moses ever had a shaitan flowing through his body. But
okay, let me explain.
That's exactly.
You see? Now I got him busted again. Not only is he commanded by the shaitan, but his prophet also admitted that he had shaitan flowing through him. Can you imagine all of the heat that Muslims would bring towards Christians if in our book it says something about Jesus having shaitan flowing through him? Can you imagine the type of things that they would be saying? People, this is so detrimental to their religion. Their prophet admitted that he had Satan on the inside of him. And we're going to show you that hadith. And then what I said to him was, you Muslims say that because in the Quran it lies. It says that the Christians at that time, that they could find Muhammad mentioned in the Torah and the Gospel, but Muhammad's name is nowhere mentioned. And these Muslims will say that the book of Deuteronomy is speaking about Muhammad, but because they are saying that Muhammad is the prophet that's like Moses. But that's a lie, as I prove, because they cannot find anywhere for Muhammad to be a prophet like Moses. They would have to show us where Satan was flowing through Moses. Now we all know that Shaitan was not flowing through Moses. So what their prophet just admitted was that he was a satanic prophet. Let's go down the list. He was commanded by Satan. He was under black magic. Okay? He had Shaitan flowing through him, like he admitted. Not only that, he spoke the satanic verses. He was deceived by a false Gabriel. Okay? So we're going to touch on all of that. So right now, let's go to the hadith. Let's go to the hadith. Let's show you. Let's go to the one. Let's pull it up. We got to get them busted. We can't play around. It's 2020. We living in the last days in time. We can't play around. It's too many people's souls at stake. Too many people's lives can be lost and burn in eternal flames like Muhammad. Let's read this. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. The prophet said, hold up. Here's the one right here. Now, even if he tries to lie, like always, even in the heading of this hadith that's in mention about Shaitan flowing through the blood of Muhammad, even the chapter heading, read it, chapter 17, the warning about that due to the Shaitan flowing through the body like the flow of blood, busted. Now let's read what a hadith says. Jabir narrated that the prophet said, do not enter upon Al-Mujibbar, for indeed the Shaitan flows through one of you as the blood flows. And they said, and you, he was talking to his companions, and they said, and you, and guess what Muhammad said? He said, and me. So he admitted that Shaitan flows through him. That's Satan possessed. How can you be a prophet of the Most High and at the same time have Satan inside of you? Light and darkness cannot share the same room at the same time. Okay? So this brings so many problems. He said, and you, he said, and me, but Allah helped me over him, so I am safe. And this is also a contradiction, okay? Because in the other hadith, when it says that he had a jinn attached to him, but it only commands him for the good, he says that he is safe from his hand, okay? But we're going to show how that's a lie, but I don't want to get too I was going to show you another contradiction, but I don't want to get too off subject. So let's stick to this. So as you see, he is admitting that Shaitan is inside of him. So he is Satan possessed, okay? And he says that, but Allah helped me over him, so I am safe, okay? Just because it says Allah helped him over him, does that mean that the Shaitan is not still in him? It's just like you can have a disease in your body and take medicine to keep the disease compressed, to keep it lying dormant. You can take medication to keep certain diseases lying dormant inside of you, but that don't mean that the disease has left your body. So Muhammad, throughout his career, he had the Shaitan inside of him. You see this? Not once did his prophet admit that the Shaitan, that Allah eradicated the Shaitan from him. No. It just says he helped me over him. So what does that mean? When you say that something helped me over something, that means before that thing helped you, you were struggling with that thing. So that means that Muhammad was demonically possessed, but Allah at some point, according to him, helped him over this thing. But we know that's a lie because Satan can't help Satan, but we just going by their words because we know that Allah is Satan. So how can Satan help Satan anyway? But we're just showing you that Muhammad was a confused man. He was never helped over this Shaitan because he denied that Jesus was the Son of God. So if Allah is the one that helped him, how can Satan help Satan? But we're just using their words and making a case based on what it says to show that even when it says that Allah helped me over him, it still shows that if they want to say Allah delivered him, if they are trying to get out of the point I'm making, it still shows that their prophet was demon possessed. And it says that, but Allah helped me over him. But at what point did Allah help him over this shaitan? Okay? And another problem this brings up is this. Everything that happens in the life of a Muslim is by the decree of Allah. So that means Allah decreed that Muhammad be demon possessed and that a shaitan flows through his body. But why didn't Allah decree that for Jesus? Okay? Because it says that at the time of birth, Satan touches every child and makes them cry except for Jesus and Mary. Okay? Why did Allah decree that his favorite, his best, last messenger, why did he decree that Satan enters his body? It doesn't make sense. This proves that Muhammad was a false prophet. He was demon possessed. And let's get them busted even more. Let's show you more. Let's show you even more. Let's show you another hadith. This is from Sunan ibn Majah. Let's show you. And it's Sahih. And it's Sahih. So they can't say it's not Sahih, it's Da'if, and we reject this. No, you can't do that one. Can't do that one. Let's show you another one. Take it easy. She is Safiya. And let's show you the this is from Sunan ibn Majah. Take it easy. She is Safiya bint Huyayah. They said, glorious is Allah, O Messenger of Allah. And they were very upset by that, i.e. that he thought they may have some doubts. The Messenger of Allah said, the Satan flows through the son of Adam like blood. And I was afraid that he might cast some doubt into your hearts. So again, Muhammad is admitting that Satan flows through every son of Adam, which means every human being that lives. He is admitting that Satan flows through them. This is busted all day. Now, don't Muslims say that they don't believe in original sin? Don't Muslims say that every human that is born a Muslim? So if this is the case, it shows that Allah does not love his creations because he allows Satan to flow through them and he allows Satan to spank them at the time of birth, which makes them cry. Okay? So this shows that Muhammad is a liar. He contradicts himself. He says that Allah keeps him safe from the hand of Shaitan. But how is this so? Let's show another contradiction. Narrated Sa'id bin al-Musayyab. Abu Hurairah said, I heard Allah's apostle saying, there is none born among the offspring of Adam, but Satan touches it. A child therefore cries loudly at the time of birth because of the touch of Satan, except Mary and her child. Then Abu Hurairah recited, and I seek refuge with you for her and for her offspring from the outcast Satan. So again, we showing Muhammad getting himself busted because in the other hadith, he says that he is safe from the hand of Satan. Well, at the time of birth, he won't safe from the hand of Satan because Satan surely smacked him on his ass and he cried because it says there is none born among the offspring of Adam, but Satan touches it. Okay? So he was touched as a child. So how is he safe from the hand of Satan? He is a liar. And in the other hadith, he says that Allah helped him over him. Satan, when it was talking about Shaitan flowing through his body. So that proves that there was a point when he needed Allah to help him from this Satan. He was struggling with it. Let's go back to it. Let's go back to it. We got to get them busted in every way possible. Because these are liars, people. Liars, liars, liars. Read what it say. Do not enter upon, for indeed the Shaitan flows through one of you as the blood flows. We said, and you. He said, and me. But Allah helped me over him. Over him, so I am safe. So that's just, let me give you an example. If somebody was robbing you, right? You were struggling with the robber. You was trying to wrestle the gun out of their hand. They was struggling with you. You was struggling with them. And then the police came and helped you over the robber. So that means there was a point when you were struggling with the robber until the police came and helped you over the robber. So then you are safe after the police came. You get what I'm saying? Easy, logical. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. So simple to understand. So in this hadith, Muhammad proves that he was going through with Satan until Allah, rabbit ears, apparently came and helped him. But even still, it's proven that he was demonically possessed. And nowhere in this hadith does it say that Allah eliminated this shaitan from his blood, from his body. And the other hadith we showed you just said that Satan flows through the blood of all of the sons of Adam. Okay? So this is busted city, baby. All day. All day. This is busted city. Now let's go back to oh, before we even do that, I got something else for you. Let's go to Surah 1542. Let's go to Surah 1542. Indeed, my servants, no authority will you have over them except those who follow you of the deviators. Now, what does that mean? This proves also that Muhammad was a prophet of Satan. Why do we say that? Because the verse just said, Allah is speaking. He said, he's speaking to Satan. No authority can you have over those who follow me, but you can only have authority over the deviators, those who sin. That's the only ones who Satan can have authority over. Okay? Now, what's the history of their prophet? He was under black magic. What did Surah 1542 just say? That Satan can have no authority, but only over the deviators who follow him. So what does that mean? It means as simply, like it said, that Satan can only have authority over those who follow Satan. Okay? So Muhammad was under what? He was under black magic. So how can he be under black magic? Well, what does Surah 1542 say? Satan can have no authority over those who follow Allah, but only over the deviators. So that means that Muhammad was not a follower of Allah, because if he was, he wouldn't have been allowed to be under black magic, because the verse gives the stipulation and the criteria for those who can be under the authority of Satan. And being under black magic is under the authority of Satan. You cannot have it both ways. You can't say, I'm under the authority of Allah, but yet my mind is under black magic and the devil is controlling my mind, like Muhammad was under black magic as reported in the hadith. Okay? So we getting them busted in every way that you can think of.
For what he said. All right, really good question. If it's a legit question, then it's really good. It's not too hard for Muslims to understand these types of hadith because we're brought up understanding, the Islamic paradigm, how we see life, seeing that all.
Yeah, you see life through the deception and the paradigm of your imams telling you lies and telling you not to ask questions, and you were brought up under the paradigm of learning how to fabricate lies and how to divert from questions that people ask you, and you're brought up learning how to hit the mute button like Kenny does whenever somebody gets you busted. So I'm just translating what he's saying.
Humans are going through the same tests and trials. So I would say that even Moses had what the prophet was describing and what you're not understanding in what he was saying. Can everyone still hear me?
Yes.
You hear this liar? He just said Moses had the same Satan flowing through him. Moses was not Satan possessed, liar. Show us where Moses was Satan possessed, like your evil, wicked, pedophile prophet. Show us, you liar.
Yes.
So what the prophet was trying.
Your prophet who slept with 6-year-old girls, you liar. So that means you agree that it's okay to sleep with 6-year-old girls. Since you say that Muhammad is the best example of mankind, that means you support pedophilia and you support men who marry 6-year-old girls. You support men who are sexually attracted to little 6-year-old girls. So you must admit that you have the same sickness in your mind, like you were saying I was sick. No, you are sick for supporting a pedophile. So don't get it twisted, liar, coward, snitch, rat. But let's continue.
Was intending with these words is that every human being has an inclination to have I don't want to say a satanic nature, but a person can be destroyed to that point where a person's nature can be satanic. And so the point is that,
you see what he's saying? He's trying to say that the hadith that is clear as day that says that Muhammad had a shaitan flowing through his blood, he is putting words in the mouth of his prophet. His prophet said that anyone who puts words in his mouth will be in the hellfire. So Kareem has just sentenced himself to the hellfire. He is trying to say that the hadith is not literal and that it means that it's an inclination, that people can have an inclination to do wrong, but it doesn't really mean that the shaitan is flowing through the body, when we just showed you 2 hadiths that proves that Satan flows through the body. One hadith said that every son of Adam has a shaitan flowing through him, and the other hadith, your prophet admitted that shaitan was flowing through him. You are a liar. And the only reason why I make these videos is just to show people the evidence of these Muslims. They are liars. They practice taqiyya. You can even see the man with the glasses on, with the headphones. He even know this dude is saying BS. Kenny knows he's saying a bunch of BS. They all know it. They are all in on it. And it's a shame how they can just be liars and just feel good when they look at themselves in the mirror, man. I would feel like a dirty rag knowing that I gotta defend these lies, man. How can you live with yourself?
every single human being has that test intrinsically through him being just a human being. And so I would disagree. Moses had that same issue. All of us had it. The way that it is illustrated in that hadith.
You see how this fool is trying to compare having a test, a trial in life, to being possessed with Satan flowing through your body? And do you see how he talks like every human being? Like if you didn't know any better, you would think that he was an honest person, that he wasn't trying to be deceitful. I mean, he's talking all calm, like he's in front of a classroom, but he is lying through his teeth, and he knows he's lying. How can you compare a test and try to make that be the same thing as Satan being inside of you? I challenge him to show us where Satan was inside of Jesus. I challenge him to show us where Satan was inside of Moses, like Muhammad admitted that Satan was inside of him. Liar, you are busted.
Be hard for us modern people to understand, but he didn't in any way mean that that he himself had some type of issue, or that he's acknowledging some type of defect. Rather, what he's acknowledging is that every single human being has a fight with Satan, and it's almost as though he's running through our vein, because this is just our natural situation.
Almost as though he is running through your veins. You see how he is lying? He is actually denying the words of his own prophet. This dude is not no Muslim. He has left Islam. He is trying to make it seem like it was a metaphor and it wasn't an actual thing. We showed you 2 hadiths. I'm getting upset even making this video. And I'm about to end this video right now. I'm not even going to play the rest of it, because the rest of it was just them muting me the whole entire time, getting off subject, diverting. And I'm going to do another video, another ridiculous thing that happened in this live stream with them. So I'm going to end this video right here. I want y'all to leave your comments below this video. Tell me what you think. Is Brother Jacob wrong? Is Brother Jacob coming down too hard? I know I'm not coming down too hard. I want y'all to add your insights into this video, because we need to team up and fight against this deception which has infiltrated our country. It has infiltrated the West, because these Muslims cannot be trusted. As you see it for yourself. They cannot be trusted. They are liars, people. So this is serious. You can't trust a liar. You can't have these people lying to your kids, because they may end up believing these lies. As you see how this guy speaks, he speaks very soft.
And the prophet was saying right here that it's just a inclination of something, that a test and trial that we all go through, and it doesn't really mean what he's trying to make it mean.
You're a liar. Until we do this again, this is Brother Jacob signing out. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. This is the False Prophet channel, where we get Islam exposed and the Prophet of Islam exposed on a regular basis. Brother Jacob signing out.